So I am sitting cross-legged on the floor and I'm naked. And I'm sitting across from a man who is also naked, a man that I don't really know. And we are surrounded by 30 other people naked, sitting across from a person that they may or may not know. And I am in a workshop called Adoring the Feminine. Now, this is definitely a binary workshop, not a workshop for everybody. As a queer person, my relationships with women have been easy and on par. But as someone who was raised as a girl in the 60s and 70s, my sexual relationships with men were very power controlled. I was even told by my grandmother one day as she walked around in her foundation, she told me that sex is not fun, but it is necessary. It is your job. And in order to keep your man, you have to have sex. So that was what I knew. My sexuality was not mine. It belonged to men. So here I sit naked in front of a man in Adoring the Feminine. The facilitator talks through the rules of this situation. So the female-bodied person gets to make a request of the male-bodied person, whatever they want that male-bodied person to do. That male-bodied person gets to choose, yes, I consent, I will do this thing, or no, I have other boundaries or other issues that I am dealing with, and that's not something that I can do with you. Fine. Yes, no, but not maybe. And they can't give another suggestion. You can't say, I want a massage, and they say, oh, I don't do massages, but I'm really good at massaging boobs. They can't do that. So I sat there thinking, I don't know this guy. What do I want this person to do for me? And I start looking around the room and I'm noticing that there are people that are getting kissed. There are people who are getting massages. I see a woman getting her yoni massaged, and I want none of those things. And I'm looking at this man and I think, I want you to tell me a story. I want you to tell me one of those stories that you share when you're just falling in love with somebody and you want them to really know about you. One of those kind of stories. And so he looks at me and he goes, okay, I'm from Cincinnati and I have this group of friends that I've known since, kindergarten. We call ourselves the Doofi. It's the plural of doofus. We still get together all the time and we do all of this travel. We go to see like the giant ball of string in the US, or we go to the Corn Palace. We do that every year. Of course, I'm instantly in love. This guy is a nerd and I love nerds. So I ask him to kiss me. Now, kissing women is fabulous. I have never kissed a woman who doesn't know how to kiss. But men, some of you need to work your shit out. But this guy was fabulous. He kissed me just right. I could feel it from the soles of my feet to the roof of my mouth, and my nose started to itch. Oh, it was amazing. And then I asked him, I want to suck your cock. Can I suck your cock? And he said, yes, I love sucking dick. So I got down on there, I sucked that dick, and right then the workshop was over. I got the pleasure, he did not get completion. And I sat there and I felt into my body and I thought, oh, for the very first time, I really asked for what I wanted. I know my bodies and my rules.